So, Tom,
Yeah.
you know I love a fine dining experience.
Only the best.
I just need atmosphere
Yes.
and clean tables.
I don't need food as much as I think I do, but I do need a nice, clean setup.
That's why I think we should go start our own restaurant.
I think that's a great idea.
And just make sure it's the cleanest possible.
I'm talking like during the meal or whatever, people are sweeping under the table at all times, getting fresh napkins.
Just like all during the whole course of the meal.
Yes.
People are there, maybe lifting the plates up and like wiping underneath while you're eating.
While you're eating. Yeah. It's very interactive. Just a little bit of like, hey, can you hold up your plate real quick? Let me just get underneath that. Thank you so much.
Most places they go like, can I fill up that glass for you? We go, can we put that in a fresh, clean glass
Let's
for
get
you?
a clean glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you just dump this out and take this back?
We need just a fresh, clean glass.
And I think that's like, I think bigger than the kitchen itself is the washroom.
Yes.
I think we need gigantic dishwashers.
Huge.
The biggest you've ever seen.
The size of pizza ovens.
Pizza ovens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Just-
could even be part of like almost like, an attraction. It's like you can actually walk in to the dishwasher and see. Maybe there's like a little glass case that goes through it and you can see everything getting washed.
I like that. Like get the kids, bring them over. Let's see, like, because sometimes people want to see what's going on in the kitchen. We don't want to see what's going on in there.
You don't want to see what's going on in there.
No, that's top secret.
That's it's a top secret kitchen. We don't want to talk about that. Yeah.
We don't want to talk about that. Hard rule.
Yes.
We don't talk about how this food's getting made.
We don't want to, throw away the key. I'm not talking about it.
Yeah.
People are like, is this freshly baked? I'm like, I can't disclose that information if it's fresh or not.
No more questions.
No more questions. Okay, what do you want?
Why don't you focus on how clean everything is?
Yeah, can you please compliment us? We were here all night vacuuming. Just one compliment would be nice.
Yeah.
The waiters are a little bit like, why aren't you complimenting me?
See, that's the thing, is that a lot of it is compliment based.
Yes.
And the waiters are very like, where's our compliments?
Where's our compliments? I haven't heard anything about my service yet, and it's really getting to me.
I had 6 plates on my arms.
This is like an acrobatic act that I'm doing here. You don't want to compliment this?
Yeah.
People like going out,
They start to tip. They're like, no. Take your tip, put it in your pocket. I want the compliments.
I want the compliments. The economy of this restaurant runs on compliments.
And we come here to get complimented.
This is where we get our self-confidence back.
We're trying to build ourselves back up.
Yes.
Because we've been shattered.
You got to come in broken. We only want people who are just completely broken.
The name of this restaurant is Second Chances.
Yes. You can renew your life here.
All of us have tragic backstories,
Yes.
and we're trying to start fresh.
We're trying to start fresh. We're wiping the slate clean.
Yeah.
And we're only into affirmations,
We just have things like on the walls that say, hang in there, buddy.
Yes.
We're really trying to build ourselves back up.
Today is the day.
Today is the day. Today is the day. Yeah, our cooking staff, like they've all been fired from restaurants.
Everyone here has been fired from a restaurant. Yeah.
For various reasons.
And that's also top secret. We don't want to get into why
Top secret.
people have been fired and why they got fired, but they're working here now.
But they're working here.
Yes.
They're working here.
Yes.
Was it food related? Probably.
Probably. It was
Probably food related. Yeah.
And that's why I think 1 hour before closing every night, food fight.
Yes.
Everyone comes out from the kitchen, starts throwing food.
Yeah. It's an actual food fight. There will be winners and losers, and you don't want to be caught in the crossfire.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad if you're in between.
We start playing loud, like motivational, like music in it. Da 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 da. Everybody's throwing food at each other, and they're just, like, it's just
holding up trays and plates,
right, to guard themselves. Like
people are army crawling on the ground, trying to get out of here. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
People are. This is a way to make friends, though. It's like, I'm on your team now.
Right.
You know,
It's like laser tag, but with food.
exactly. We turn off the lights. We play lasers too.
There's a strobe light going.
Yes,
We turn on that strobe.
there's a strobe element to this.
You're like, wait a minute, that pie started on that side of the room, but now it's like 3 inches from my face. That's the magic of strobe.
Yes, but things appear. Strobes are kind of magical.
I love a strobe.
I don't understand strobe technology, and I don't want to understand it.
No, I don't.
I accept it as is.
Yes.
Is that an ice cream cake? Why is it right in front of my face right now?
It's incredible how far something can travel with a strobe.
Now, should we have, in the front of diners, how they always have that cake, like a glass where there's all like pies and cakes? Mm-hmm. I think we should put lasers in there too.
Yes, absolutely.
I think that would make it more festive, and people might buy like an ice cream cake for their party.
And they're like, do you want to look at the cakes? Wear these glasses.
Wear them.
Protective glasses. And take a look if you can.
Take a look if you can. Excuse me, I can't see anything through these. What's going on with Get out. Get out. Only people who can see stuff through here are allowed. Get out immediately. Their car's already been towed.
Yeah,
in the parking lot.
We have a valet, and we as soon as something like that happens, we beep the valet.
Beep them. And they're like, "Get rid of the car now.
Get rid of that car. Tow it. Mm-hmm. Get the tow." We got a 247 tow guy.
Yep. He tows it 5 miles away, and we're like, "Guess you're gonna have to walk."
Look, we run a tight ship.
We're pretty strict about this.
We're really strict.
We don't cut corners.
No, but that's what gives us a 5-star Michelin.
Michelin
what is
review?
It? Is it a Michelin
I think it's
review?
A Michelin
or
Man.
Zagat's?
Oh, Zagat's is also one. Yes.
We have.
Yes.
We are probably the most well reviewed restaurant in the world.
We pay people to give us reviews.
Yeah.
Our review page, we have over 10,000 reviews. They're all 5 stars.
They're all 5-star.
Ignore the ones. Ignore the 1-star reviews.
They're
one out of many.
They're trolls.
They're trolls.
Ignore them.
Our restaurant is overwhelmingly 5-star rated.
It's you go to our Google review section, and it is just overwhelming 5-star reviews.
It is just like, wow, amazing service.
And part of that is because we, one of our things is you have to review us before you leave.
Lock the doors. You want to leave? How about a 5-star? How about a 5-star?
Yeah, how about a 5-star review?
How about a 5-star review?
You want that?
Yep.
You want to get in our bathroom? 5-star
5
review
stars.
first, please.
They let me in.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Everything in here, there is a cost. It's not money. It's 5-star reviews.
It's 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
And I think I really want to emphasize the 5-star reviews. What if our restaurant was just called 5 stars?
I like that too.
I mean, it just kind of rolls off the tongue. It says exactly what the experience you're gonna get.
Let's go to 5 stars.
Let's go to 5 stars tonight.
I mean, if you have a choice between 5 guys and 5 stars, you're gonna go with 5 stars.
Every gosh darn time I'm going with 5 stars.
Yeah. You go
and there is a 5 Guys next to us.
There is a 5 guys.
And it's tough because it's really popular.
It's really popular, and I hate to say this, but I think we gotta sabotage.
I think we have to tow their restaurant.
I think that's the best thing to do.
We gotta get many tow trucks.
Yeah,
and in the late at night, we all attach the. I don't know how you attach, but
you can.
We'll
figure out a way.
We start towing it.
We have the most resourceful tow truck drivers you can imagine.
I don't know where we found these guys.
They changed our lives in so many ways, and I just love them.
I'm currently in therapy with one of them.
That's good.
My therapist. Yeah,
to improve your relationship with them.
And we do therapy in the car.
I like that.
Drive time therapy.
And if you have a problem, you're like, sometimes it feels like my heart is illegally parked.
That's right.
You're not towing it.
And you're not towing it. The tow driver pulls over to the shoulder and he looks at me. He's like, "You will find love in your life."
Wow. That's so special.
And then he's like, "Now open the trunk." And in the trunk, I bought you a Valentine's Day chocolate. One of those
oh my God.
Yeah.
That is so nice.
Got me chocolates.
That is so nice.
Taught me the meaning of love.
You know what? I don't know what our lives were like before these tow truck drivers.
I think I was just really out of it.
Yeah.
I was out of it.
It's almost like, maybe the restaurant was just sort of a catalyst to get us to forge these relationships with these tow truck drivers.
Exactly. I think we were supposed to meet these people.
I think so.
It was destined.
So now we're living with them. We're living with two tow truck drivers.
Yes.
We're making them food.
That's right.
And we're like, maybe this is like, we learned some culinary skills during the restaurant days, and now we're just like making them some meals.
And it's kind of a food truck when you think about it.
Food truck.
It is like a food truck on wheels.
It is a food/tow truck.
It's a food.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can park, in a park next to other food trucks.
Yeah.
And it's as if we're, the restaurant is now this.
Yeah, and it's called tofu.
It's called tofu. And it's vegan.
It's vegan.
It's vegan.
It's all tofu based.
Mm-hmm.
Tofu based everything.
Everything.
Even soft drinks.
We have tofu soft drinks.
I don't think that's a flavor yet.
Is that a flavor yet?
It is now.
I think it should be.
It's tofu vanilla soda.
Yeah. Oh,
Come
lovely.
on. It's just good.
I mean, come on.
I mean, sometimes when I'm eating tofu and I poke it, I'll drink the water.
Let's go for it.
I think that could be bottled and used.
I think so. I think we sell bottles of tofu water.
Yeah.
As well. And this is all, we don't have, there's no like opening in the truck. We're just selling it out of the back.
We're selling it out of the back.
The flatbed,
Right.
the part with the toe.
We let the kids play with the hook, the big
Yes.
hook. We let the kids play with it. Kids, if you want, you can play with that. But we have such a huge clientele because we're one of the few restaurants that did have an email list.
That's true.
And we said, hey, if you liked our restaurant, come down to Tofu.
A bunch of people are like, I never voluntarily subscribed to this email list. Why did you just put me on this? Because we had your email unsubscribe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
But my toxic trait is I want to kind of get into it with them over email
That's right.
and be like, we served you food.
We served you food and you gave us no compliments. Can you please compliment this mass email push?
This is your second chance to make this right.
I mean, come on.
Please.
Yeah, please. Please make this right. Come out to our tow truck. Get some tofu.
At long last, where is your decency? Come to our tofu food truck. And then that really sends a signal. They're like, you're right.
They're like, you know what? I was wrong.
I was wrong.
They admit it.
Yeah.
They admit it. And they're like, I was being too harsh and it's time for me to come and support you guys.
Yeah. And we never let go of this slogan that we believe in second chances, not just for us, but for you.
Right.
The consumer.
Yes.
This is your second chance to make this right.
I believe in third chances as well.
Third
so,
or fourth.
Even if there's like people who had bad experiences at the restaurant. They came back again, had another bad experience, then the email thing, but then they come around. I'm like, you know what? I'm ready.
Yeah.
Please come.
Please.
I forgive you.
I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then first meal on us. Always.
Always on us.
First meal's on us.
Free. I did spill gasoline in the truck. And yes, there is now a C rating on one of the windows, but I think we could just put let's not highlight that as part of the truck. Yes, it's a C, but it's still clean enough.
It's clean enough. I feel like these health inspectors, they are so intense. And I have to say that I think a lot of their rules are a little too much.
Health inspectors are a little too uptight, if you ask me, and I think they're a little full of themselves.
Totally.
Yeah. I think they could take it down a notch. That's
Yeah.
what I'll say if there's any listening.
Well, this is what I say.
Yeah.
You have certain places that have sawdust on the floor, and that's considered charming. But when we have gasoline on the floor, it's considered a hazard. Explain yourself.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself.
If this was sawdust, would we still be a C rating? You tell me.
You tell us.
It seems like maybe you're just in a bad mood.
Yeah. Maybe you don't like trucks.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you got against trucks?
Yeah. And then everybody starts like swarming around the health inspector. Yeah. What do you got against trucks?
They do gasoline tofu food. Tofu. It's good.
Everybody loves the smell of gasoline.
I mean, it is alluring.
I mean, I'd like to get it as an air freshener or a candle.
And that's also part of the brand. I think we start selling gas candles.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
They're gasoline-powered candles.
Yes.
Or just gasoline-smelling candles.
Yeah, exactly. They emit like a nice kind of like, it just reminds me of the road.
Yeah.
I
feel like there's certain things that you can't smell more, like you shouldn't smell them, but you like the smell. I think
Yes.
that's an untapped market for like glue.
Glue candles.
You know, what else? Like
Burnt tire.
burnt tire. I love that smell.
Yes.
You know, that could be a candle.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, because I do love, what's it called? Cracker Barrel. You're not just getting a meal. You're getting a whole shop.
You're getting a gift shop. They're ready to make you laugh. They're ready to make you cry. They're ready to get you sentimental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need like a little shop where it's like, this is just random products that we think are cool.
Yes. Little knickknacks and merch.
Knick-Knack Patty Wax. Maybe we call that, it's like the little side shop is called Knick-Knack Patty Wax.
And it's like, maybe it's like a sidecar.
I love it. Yeah.
On the side of the tow truck that
Yeah.
we connect. And it's like, look at this little basin of things that we like.
Our tow truck driver partners, they run the cashier. They're cashiering.
Right.
You know, we got to put them to work.
They also need to be part of the restaurant.
Yeah,
at
they
this
need
point.
to be. So they're
Yeah.
running register.
They're running register. They're taking card. We have Square.
We have Square.
Not even a question.
No, we need Square.
We need Square. We take Apple Pay. We take Zelle.
Always take Apple Pay. We take every kind of payment.
We don't take cash.
Get your cash out of here.
Get your cash out of here. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't. We're a. It's a car. We don't have room for cash.
We got no room for cash in here.
Our money's in the cloud.
We just like to amass numbers.
Yeah.
We want your numbers.
We want your numbers. We're just trying to get gas money because we got to take this stuff on the. We got to take it on the road. You know?
We do have to move the car at some point. Yeah.
We don't have a permit to be here, so we do keep it going. And my problem is, what if we break down? Uh-oh.
Yikes.
Scary. We're in the desert. There's only coyotes.
Yeah.
They like food, though.
Oh, coyotes love food.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like paying for food.
They don't like that. They would rather be free.
It would rather be free, and it might be us.
And it might be, at the end of the day, we might be what's on the menu.
Yeah, which kind of, that is scary a little bit. But, part of me feels like this is where it's going to come in handy, is that we can train these coyotes.
Yes.
We can train these coyotes and keep them like a little locked up to the truck.
Right.
And now it's like, order fast. Or we're gonna sick these coyotes.
Yes,
these coyotes are here to keep the line moving.
This is like the fastest food
faster
you've ever. Yeah, faster food.
Faster. Order.
Go. I'm waiting for three. Well, I'm still waiting, and it's starting to bark at me.
Coyote, go.
Coyote, go.
Coyote,
the taxi
go.
person.
Yeah, coyote.
We're like, you weren't fast enough.
Yeah, and they're like, and they're like, we defanged this coyote for you.
It's just gonna nip at you. It's fun.
It's just fun.
Now you're playing patty cake with a coyote.
You're playing patty cake.
Yes.
When a coyote has no claws or no teeth,
yes,
he's just playing.
They're just fun.
They're just fun.
At that point, they're just like part of the family.
Yeah, they're just like.
Oh my god!
This is
they
so
can
fun.
talk.
They
can kind of talk and howl at the same time.
We did teach these coyotes how to talk.
We went through Rosetta Stone. They had a coyote to English class, and they're doing pretty well, if you ask me.
They're doing great.
I think they're doing their best,
right?
And that's good enough for me.
So, they don't howl at the moon.
No,
they're actually shouting out the specials.
They're shouting. That's right. They're like
soup
of the tofu.
And everybody's like, "Oh, it's a soup tofu special at Tofood." I didn't realize everybody in the neighborhood hears it.
Everyone heard it. And everybody starts coming out of their houses, and they're like half asleep. They're like, what? Did you say tofu soup?
It's 3 a.m.
It's 3 a.m. I want tofu soup.
We just got a big ladle and a big vat. It's like,
we're like, come and get it.
Open your hands.
Yeah.
Open your hands. And we pour hot soup into their hands. It's so cold outside. They're like, thank you.
Everything can be a bowl. Everything can be a bowl. When you really think about it, like what you just said reminded me that you can put soup in so many different contraptions. I think put the hands out is perfect. That also saves us inventory.
Absolutely. And that's why we should call our place Bowl-a-Rama.
Bowl-a-Rama.
And so many people are showing up in bowling outfits ready to bowl.
Yes.
And we got to say, look.
Bad news.
Bad news maybe, but maybe good news
maybe
too.
Good news.
Because
you're right.
There is no bowling alley here,
No.
but we got soup for you. We got a
ton of soup.
A big batch of soup for you.
And we also do have bowling shoes.
Well, you could try them on, or
Yeah.
we could fill them with soup. You could drink out of
You
them.
can drink soup out of a shoe, kind of like a, like a Karl Marx. Not a Karl Marx, a Marx Brothers.
Well, Karl Marx too.
Well, Karl Marx, I guess, drank out of a shoe, maybe.
Yeah,
Or,
we have a framed picture of Karl Marx drinking soup out of a shoe.
There you go.
And they're like, "Did you make that? How did you do?
How'd you do that?"
And we go, "It's history."
It's history. It's the perfect explanation. I love that It's part of history, guys.
It's part of history.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have like a bunch of historical figures drinking soup out of shoes.
Yep. We got Woodrow Wilson. we got
Abraham Lincoln.
We got Abraham. We got Lassie.
Lassie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fact check us.
Don't you dare look it up. Everybody starts looking it up. They're like,
Yeah.
it's fake. You lied to us.
Windows down.
Windows down.
Start the
truck. 60. Immediately going 60. We get pulled over for going too fast. They're like,
Yeah.
license and registration. We're like, we're a food truck.
And they're like, you still need a license.
still
for
need a
that.
license.
And I'm like, wait, no. I don't think you get it. This is not a truck for driving. This is a truck for food.
Yeah. We just have to be transported to get to the next place where we're going to sell food.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's not going to work for us.
And then we're like, okay. Hold out your hands.
Hold out your clam chowder.
Clam chowder.
Yeah.
Just like
Hot clam chowder.
this cop is holding clam chowder in their hands, and they're like, why did you do this?
Why did you do this? My hands are burning.
Try it.
Try it.
Try it.
Drinks the soup out of his hands. He's
Yeah.
like, consider yourself going 40 miles an hour. We're immediately like, thank you.
Thank you.
It was that good.
Thank you.
It was that good.
Brought that cop back to their childhood.
Exactly.
They were like, my mother used to make me clam chowder like this.
Because we're in Massachusetts.
We're in
at
New
this
England.
point. This is we're mostly in New England
Yeah,
for this.
we're in
Yeah.
New England. And that's why I think we should take this on a boat.
I think we transferred a boat.
I think it's time for Cape Cod. Go to Cape Cod.
Go to Cape Cod.
And let's just hang at the Cape for a bit.
Out of the car, we're just kind of busking at this point. You know,
busking a
we're
little
playing tunes. We're advertising for our boat restaurant.
Right, yeah. We're just going through the board. Is there a boardwalk on
I
Cape?
think so.
We're going around the boardwalk. We're just like we're meeting the folks and telling them about there might be a restaurant coming up.
Did you hear about this thing that might happen? We're like really not subtle about it either.
And they're like,
"Did you hear about that?"
Yeah, we're coming up to everybody.
Every single.
It's like, did you hear about that restaurant? We're actually like, we got confused. Like, did you hear about this restaurant?
Yeah. Did you hear about this? I don't know if I should go. Would you go with me? I'm kind of afraid to go alone.
If a restaurant opened here, would you go?
Would you do it? It's on a boat, apparently. I don't know who would have thought of that. That's such a weird idea.
And they go, what kind of food do they serve? And we go,
It's most seafood.
seafood?
Seafood?
Is that the food you want?
Everyone's like chocolate lava cake.
And we're like, okay.
Like, really?
That's good intel.
Yeah, good market. This is like you said, market research here.
Yeah, we're doing grassroots market research by asking people, if there was a restaurant here, what would you want them to serve? Chocolate lava cake, we write that down.
We write that down.
It's like, okay, maybe that's the premier thing we
Maybe
put on
that's
the menu.
number one thing. Somebody's like mashed potatoes.
Okay, great.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we can put that on.
Okay.
Yeah, someone says lobster. Okay, we'll put our lobster there. Lobster's a must. Yeah.
Mustard.
Mustard. Okay, we'll put down mustard. I
Okay.
think mustard could be a side.
I think that's a side dish.
I think that's a side dish for $1.
Yes.
And we actually offer like a bowl of mustard. No one else is doing it.
Nobody else is having a bowl of mustard. That
Yeah.
You could just it's on $1 on the menu.
Right. And they're like, don't you have packets? And I'm like flushed. I'm turning red. I'm like really embarrassed. I'm like, I can't believe you just said that to me in front of my friends.
My friends, all my friends that I just met on the boardwalk. This is the most embarrassing moment of my life. You walk toward the ocean. They're like, "Where's he going?"
I start stripping.
You start stripping.
I'm
You
like,
go for a swim.
Yeah, they're like, what's going on with this guy? And I'm screaming from the ocean. I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to Yeah.
I'm thinking out here. Yeah. I come back soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
Just a towel. I look like Ben Affleck in the meme.
Yes.
I'm just like, and I go, I've been doing a lot of thinking. We're going to serve free mustard packets.
It's free now.
You were right.
And they're like, well, I would go to that restaurant. That sounds amazing. Cut to the next day. we found a ship. This is perfect. Yes, nothing is set up for a restaurant, but that's more authentic.
It's more authentic.
Everything is as is, and you just have to kind of find your way to a seat. You know?
Yes, I like that. It's self-seating.
It's self-seating.
It's self-seating.
You don't have to wait to be seated.
You don't have to be wait to seat.
You just kind of go on the ship, and you're like, where is everyone?
Yeah. And this is going to be very menacing for the waiters, i.e. you and me, because we're the only two waiters. But we're just going to have to hold some faith. But I think what would be fun, little bells.
Little bells.
Little bells on the table.
Yep, exactly.
And everybody's just ringing whenever they need us, and we're running from table to table.
It's good exercise for us.
Yeah, and like one bell rings, and it's like, hold on, then we go to another table.
We're really behind. And everyone is like... How long? It's been an hour since I haven't even ordered yet. And I've been ringing this bell.
And the two of us have bells.
We have bells.
So sometimes if someone rings a bell, we ring a bell back to acknowledge it. We're like, okay, but
like,
hold on. Heard, but I'm dealing with this table right now. But I hear you.
Now, ships have cannons. Hear me out. Cannons are great for quick transportation. What if... Could we shoot mustard out of a cannon?
Oh, yes.
If somebody orders something, can we point a cannon at the table and shoot their food at them? I feel like it's quick delivery. It cuts down on all of our running back and forth. Could work.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Like, maybe these cannons could actually serve, like, we could shoot a full plate of ready-made food.
Yes.
Right onto your table.
Yes. How impressive would that be?
I think that would be really
I would eat
great.
there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, there's going to be mistakes where we miss or our aim is bad and it goes overboard, but we'll just remake it.
We'll just remake it.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. All the food we promise is 100% frozen.
100%.
We're just microwaving it.
You better believe that this has been popped in a microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really like very low overhead because this is the cheapest food we could find.
Excuse me, my mustard's cold. Oh, I'll just heat that right up for you again.
Exactly.
Right.
With our friend the microwave.
With our friend the microwave. Our best friend.
Our best friend the microwave.
Yeah.
And people want to thank us at the end of the meal. Don't thank us. Thank the microwave.
Thank the microwave. Okay. Yeah. And the microwave didn't do a great job tonight, so we're going to put the microwave on the plank. The microwave, but this brings the restaurant together at the end of the night. Everybody gets to see the microwave walk the plank.
We blindfold the microwave.
Yes.
And it's almost like, what is it, Old Yeller or something? We're like really sad, like we have rifles in our hands where like tears are rolling down our cheek. We hate to do this, but this microwave just totally let us down tonight.
It totally let us down. We need to upgrade.
Yeah.
Microwave goes into the water. It's like an electric shock or something.
The whole boat starts to go. Like, why'd we leave it plugged in?
Why did we leave it? We should have unplugged it. Yeah, yeah.
And now the entire ocean is just one big electronic current.
And that's why the ocean is so... We don't know what's going on there.
Such a mystery.
Such a mystery.
That's why I feel like we have to go down there.
That's where... Atlantis, the restaurant.
Yes.
I mean, an undiscovered restaurant. I think we got to go down there.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to scuba because I got scuba certified. You got scuba certified.
Yeah.
It's time to take it underwater.
And we're like taking orders in our scuba suits with people who are also in scuba suits and they're underwater.
Yes.
And it's really hard to write.
I can't read it either. It's
just
hard to read. It can't write. Yeah.
The paper's just getting like all crumbly.
But that's part of the experience. You don't know if you're going to even eat, but you're going to experience the underwater restaurant.
Yes, it's an experience.
Yes.
It's like swimming with dolphins. It's like, is this the most efficient way to swim? No. But it's an experience.
I was thinking, those like shark tanks or those things where you're kind of in a cube.
Yeah.
That could be like each table's like in a cube and we just have sharks kind of going around.
I like that. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, these sharks are not here to hurt anybody. Just don't bleed.
Just don't bleed, okay?
Yeah.